What's going on YouTube? Back with another video. We got the irrigation system unloaded this morning. I wasn't able to record anything. Ended up being a pretty hectic situation. Basically, the guy was supposed to have multiple helpers there to help unload the truck, because when they unload it, they actually have to load everything by hand. You drive down the field. I've done this. I know I've put a video up before towards the beginning when I first started my channel. I'm unloading this load just like this, and down in, I think, Texas or Nebraska one. But everything they unload by hand. As you drive down the field, they push everything off in a line. So when they assemble it, it's just basically in line. They just follow a line and assemble it. All his helpers left, so just him. So I had to help him do that. So I didn't have time to record anything. Then we went and picked up lumber, as you can see behind me. Pretty easy load, pretty basic, but I figured I'd go over it about the way I secure it. I'm very particular about how I secure things, how I strap things, because I don't trust anything at home. I've seen a lot of bad things happen before in my career, not by me, but other drivers, and just over the simplest things. So I'm very particular about how I do things. So let me. I'll flip the camera around and we'll show you how I got everything secured. Alright, so here's the load. Pretty heavy load. I think I'm grossing. I just filled up with fuel a little while ago before I had dinner, and I'm grossing 79,940 pounds. So I'm pretty heavy. Back here on my axles back here, I'm actually 35,940 pounds. And I know some people are going to say, well, that's overweight, but here in Maine, you can go to 38,000 pounds on your tandems, and in New York and Connecticut, you have to have them closed also, and you can go to 36,000 pounds there. Once I get out of those two states, I'll open them up and I'll be legal throughout the other states. But anyway, back to my securement. What I do is, so I don't know if you could tell in the video or not, but the lumber's actually leaning that way, and that's because this strap here, the winch is on the opposite side of the trailer. So when you pull it tight, when you tighten it down, it actually pulls everything that way. And then this strap here is also on the other side of the trailer. And then what I do is I've got three straps. I've got two pulling to one side and one in the middle, pulling back towards us. What that does is it offsets everything. And I do the same thing here. I've got one strap here pulling this way, another one right there pulling this way, and this one in the middle is pulling the opposite direction. The reason why you do that is that it offsets the way it pulls. All highways have a natural pitch, not a natural, but when they build the highways, they put a pitch to the right, on the right hand side, so that water will flow off the road, so don't collect onto the road. You can see my winches, everything on this side also. Everything goes to the right side. So if all your winches are pulling here, you're now working with gravity. And if it wants to move this way, you're now pulling it in that direction, so you're just helping it along. I've seen loads where it shifts, like pipe, stuff like that. So now this load could still shift, any load could still shift no matter how much you got secured. It's just the name of the game, but you try your best not for it to shift. But to offset that, like I said, I have two straps pulling that side, one strap in the middle pulling this way. That offsets it. And the same thing in the front. So now I've got one strap pulling against these two straps, so that way it binds it, so to speak. And now you're working against gravity, not with gravity. So now it can't go either way. You're not working with gravity either way because you have straps pulling against each other. And so it keeps it from, it prevents it for less chance of it wanting to shift or tilt, especially with these bundles of lumber. If you see, the lumber's only, they got these bands right here, these plastic bands. I mean, it's pretty tight. But as I was showing, even when I cranked it down, the lumber still started to lean. So if all your straps are pulling to one side, these bundles can just basically slide, and they'll start, the top layer will slide over, the next layer slide over, the next layer, and eventually you'll get to a point where the whole bundle, sorry, I had a mosquito about me. The whole bundle will actually start to lean. So strapping like this kind of prevents that from happening. If these bundles had been any longer than they are, I would have had two straps pulling towards us, two straps pulling that way. But these being the distance they are, 3 was more than enough. Um, and yet again, like this one, I strapped it with the weight and also the length. This top bundle here is 8 foot long. It's an 8 foot long bundle. I've got 2 straps on it, and these 2 straps here are within 10 feet of each other. And then all these straps past that are within 10 feet of each other, all the way down the back of the load, which then makes it legal. Always remember that when you do a load, within the first 10 feet of the back and the front, you have to have 2 straps, and every 10 feet in between that has to have a strap. So at the front, you have to have 2 straps within the first 10 feet. You go 10 feet, every 10 foot after that has to have a strap. And on the rear, you have to have 2 straps within the first 10 feet. You always have to do that. It's just DOT law, it's what they require, that's what you have to do. So that's how, you know, like I said, these 2 straps are within 10 feet. And then you got, these are within 10 feet, these are within 10 feet, and so on and so forth, all the way to the back. So I'm legal distance-wise and weight. I've got enough securement here for 42,000 pounds. So I'm within 3,000 pounds of securing the whole load with securement, you know, weight. That's more than enough. DOT law, you don't have to secure all the weight. You have to secure, I want to say it's at least half, but I don't go by that. I just always calculate how much the load weighs, divided by how much my straps are rated for. My straps, as you can see, are rated for 5,400 pounds a piece. If they don't have a tag, that I believe they then drop down to 5,000 pounds, but I always go 5,400 pounds. All my straps are rated for 5,400 pounds, so you've got 7 straps that are rated for 5,400 pounds a piece. And then this strap right here, this is a 2-inch strap here, but this strap here is actually rated for 4,000 pounds. Most 2-inch straps, I believe, are rated for 3,700. I want to say it might be 3,400 or 3,500, one of the two. It's under 4,000. I know that. But the company that I have my straps with, they have that option where you can get 4,000 pound weighted 2-inch straps, and that's what I wanted. So that's all I carry, is those 4,000 pound rated 2-inch straps. They work great for trailers or something like this. Where here, I have a 2-inch strap here because I do not put any winches past my mud flap. My mud flap this way, I have no winches to protect my drives. When you turn, this trailer will have a natural tilt to make a hard turn. Well, if you have a winch here, it has the possibility of coming down and eating these drives. And it will eat this drive alive if you have enough weight on it. So I always never put a winch past here. I have pocket winches where I put a 2-inch strap there, but I never put a winch past that mud flap, ever. Just to protect my tires and everything else. But that's pretty much it. Pretty easy load. Not much to say about it. It's really quick, easy strap load. I didn't have to tarp this load, so I got pretty lucky. This load is actually going to Pennsylvania, right outside of Lancaster. So I'll be there tomorrow. I'll be within 50 miles tomorrow. I'll do a 34-hour reset this weekend. I'm probably gonna go watch a new movie I've been wanting to go see. Go watch it this weekend, and then take off the rest of the weekend. And then I've got some machinery I got to pick up on Monday, so that should be a good load. I'll show that, how I'll secure that. So because those have to be changed specifically a specific way, or in my opinion have to be changed a specific way. So the way I do it is just how I like to do it. So I'll definitely show that. But thanks guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Comment if you have any suggestions or questions. And we will see you on the flip side. We'll see you Monday. See ya.